to my YouTube channel. My name is Folake Agunbiade, aka the Customer Seductress herself. If this is your first time interacting with this channel, you're just getting to know us today, thank you for dropping by. We love you, we appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of our journey. Do me a quick favor, look below. There's a red sign. It says subscribe. Click on that button and click the bell sign beside it so that you can get a notification every single time I upload a new video. If you are a frequent returner to this channel, you are the real MVPs, our most valuable players. Thank you for always coming back. Don't forget to like, yes, give us a thumbs up. Like this video because I'm sure you're going to like it. Drop a comment. Yes, type us a short note. What do you want to see? What have you learned? What do you appreciate in the video? What resonates? And share this video. Share with your family and friends. If you missed out on last week's video in Pidgin English, where I come from in this side of Africa, I will ask you, who do you? That's a video you need to watch. That video, yes, it's right there. Annoying versus engaging customer interaction. It's a must watch. You need to hurry to that video and go watch it before you come back and watch this. Today, we're going to be talking about something that I appreciate so much because it's been invaluable to me. And it's also the subject matter of a new masterclass that we have coming up in CADSIN Consults, the art of small talk, making better conversations. Yes, the masterclass of masterclasses. This part of my life has affected me so much, and that's why I decided to do a masterclass and help people who are struggling in that area. Today, we'll be talking about how I talked my way to the top. Yes, the art of being a great conversationalist, starting from small talk and other things you need to know. You will need to register for that class if you're watching me and you are struggling with having great conversations or just basic starting off and sustaining great conversations. You need to talk to me. You need to be in that class. It's 3 levels: basic, intermediary, and professional. Send me a DM, type your I would like to be in the class below in the comment section, and I'll hook up with you offline and let you know what details it will be about. But today, I'll be talking about how I talked my way to the top. My life as a freelancer, as a consultant, if you're a consultant, you understand that you're working for yourself, has been improved by the quality of conversations that I've had. A lot of the deals that I've ever sealed have been sealed, not even talking about the job itself. It's basically about having great conversations, being able to engage and start off and create a connection from small talk to great conversations. And it has impacted me greatly. A lot of my relationship connections have been tied to great conversations. But guess what? So many of us hate small talk. Yes. When I put up a post sometime last week and I was talking about the art of small talk, reacting to a certain video that was going viral on social media. It's an old video anyway. I realized that a lot of us hate small talk. Generally because it's pretty boring, and discussing your weekend plans, the weather, the recent rain, the last football match, or who won against who in the last, wrestling tournament you watched hardly seems like inspiring, meaningful conversation. But when you think about all these downsides, you probably would toss small talk aside. Guess what? You're doing yourself a lot of harm. Yes, that conversation you don't want to have, that conversation that seems boring, is integral to other more beautiful conversations you're going to have. So you have people go for dinner dates, people go for office parties, and they can't strike a conversation or even sustain one when someone else strikes it, just because they don't know how to handle it. Small talk sometimes feel like it should be eliminated. It's worthless. I really don't want to talk about what you're talking about. It doesn't appeal to me. But if you do not perfect this act, what you're going to have is that you're going to put yourself in trouble. You're going to become unable to engage in better conversations. And like I said before, everything rises and falls on the quality of conversations that you are having. Whether you're waiting in line at the airport, you're sitting in the business class trying to take a flight, you're standing in your children's school, small talk really does serve a social purpose that is important to your growth and productivity. Small talk is a significant part of creating social connections. No matter where you are, like I highlighted earlier, you must be able to realize that those topics solidify the bond between you and that person to a point where you can talk about deeper things. So if we don't start with small talk, how do we move on to making more goal-directed conversations and requesting a flow of steady conversations from the other person? Small talk is a great way to recognize the areas of common ground you have with a person. You can't know who that person is if you don't talk about the weather, if you don't talk about maybe your children's school, if you don't talk about everything and anything. How do you know whether you share common grounds? For example, when someone talks about an event they attended, they are telling you about their interests. They are telling you about their desires, what appeals to them, which may be a useful tool in figuring out who they are and what they enjoy. Can you imagine a popular person at a dinner party engaging delightful guests in a fast flow of conversation? That's usually me anywhere I go to. I just have this ability to take charge of the room and even move ahead to balancing two or more conversations at the same time, drawing point A to point B with me in the middle and creating a steady flow of conversation. Great conversations are not just important for brunches and parties or social interaction. It is important for your successful business growth. Yes, especially if you are a freelancer. You don't work for someone. It is your networking that determines your net worth. And for you to network effectively, you must be able to sustain great conversations. Strong conversational skills for healthy conversations make you more likable and makes you appear more skillful. And it also helps you cultivate long-term relationships. So what makes you a great conversationalist? What makes you perfect at small talk and so many other things? Some of you may be like, you need to be an extrovert to have fantastic conversations. Guess what? Communication is learned. Whether you're an introvert or you're an extrovert, if you are talking and you don't make sense or you don't create connections, introversy or extroversion has nothing to do with making great conversations. Being an extrovert helps, but you must master the communication skills that are necessary to have great conversations. So let me give you a few tips I have discovered has helped for me. And when you come to the masterclass, you will be able to practically get more information, equip yourself from level 1, level 2, level 3 to becoming a master at having great conversations. At this point, if you are yet to like this video, you're not doing well. You need to do well. You need to help me build my channel by liking this video. You can't enjoy all of this content and not like it. Drop a thumbs up, write a comment, and share this video with your family and friends. So, what are the elements that have helped me become a great conversationalist? Or what are the elements I practice that I will be teaching you in the masterclass more about practically how you can use them is number one, having the ability to start, maintain, and influence the direction of a conversation. Yes, it's not just starting a conversation. Even with small talk, you can redirect the conversation. When you understand how to be a master of conversation and you understand the psychology of conversations, you can redirect a conversation to more meaningful and more, impactful topics, more than small talk. So you must be able to start, maintain, and influence the direction of a conversation. Number two, you must be able to balance out a conversation by asking questions. Yes, you can't be the only one talking in a conversation. You need to be interested in the other person. You must be able to ask questions and make sure that the other party is participating actively. Number three, in making great conversations, ask the right type of questions. So it's not just to ask questions that are appropriate for the conversation. You all know that video. If you don't know that video, look for my Facebook page. You'll see the video I'm talking about, where a guy was asking at the first date what your 1-year plan was from a lady. And, she became angry and she said, can we be petty? What's your retirement plan? The problem is not the question, is that question, those two questions, your life, your 5-year plan at a first date and your retirement plan at a first date are not appropriate questions for that conversation. And when you ask those type of appropriate questions, they will elicit even more insight and common ground for you to latch on in that conversation. Number four, on being a great conversationalist, listen carefully to the person in the conversation so that you appear warm and enthusiastic and also responding appropriately. You must be able to listen. No matter how knowledgeable you are, you must be able to draw that person in by being warm, listen, and be enthusiastic. Number five, be genuinely interested in the other person and sincerely seek to know more about their life's motivations and opinion. When you are in a conversation and you are not genuinely interested in the person, you will struggle. If you're just doing it because you have ulterior motives, you just want to collect their complimentary card, or you just want to use them, you will not flow in that conversation. So be genuinely interested in the person and seek to know their life's motivations and opinion. Number six, remain positive by focusing on inspiring topic. Don't come and talk about the massacre that happened in the northern part of Nigeria to a first-time conversation. Happy subject matters and forward-thinking goals every single time you're starting a new conversation. Number seven, respect the other person and refrain from judging, criticizing, or correcting them in a conversation. Acknowledge what they said. Put the other person at ease. Then say something like, I think I have a different opinion to what you just said. Or, I think there's another angle we might need to explore. And you say your side of the conversation. Never be judgmental. Never be criticizing. Never be condescending in your conversations with people. Just acknowledge what they've said and bring another angle to the table. Very important. Number 8, embrace humility by avoiding a dominating attitude and also let the other person shine. Let the other person shine. Don't take all the shine. Even when you know that you're a master of conversations and everybody loves to listen to you, be engaging. I'm a trainer, but I've learned that you can't talk all the time. You need to engage the people in the conversation so that it is a two-way communication. Not one way. That's not a conversation. Number 9, rely on intuition. Your intuition is important in conversation. and tap into high emotional intelligence to sense the feeling and mindsets of those you're talking to. Once you can read their emotions, you can latch onto it. Once you're self-aware, you have high social intelligence, you can latch onto the things that matter to them and drive it in that particular area. So what you're doing is that you're creating an emotional connection. So rely on intuition. The last but not the least for today, simply be yourself. Don't form any accent you're not good at. Just be yourself. Talk the way you normally talk. Be calculated, be composed, be charming, and be yourself. Speak like yourself. Don't do it like anyone else. Without a mask, without false pretenses. And I promise you, you will be able to make better conversations. And lastly, register for the Art of Small Talk Masterclass, because it will take you to the next level. I promise you. I will take you there. I will walk your hand with other professionals who are great in conversations, and will take it home for you. Till I come into your faces sometime soon. Yes, don't forget to subscribe. Yes, subscribe if you've not subscribed. Like, comment, and share this video. Till I see you sometime soon. Till I engage with you next week, to be precise. Keep breaking your limits and keep winning. I love you. Bye, guys. It's Folake Agunbiade, and I'm out.